DJ BrewTube beer review! Well, it's time to dive into the depths of yet another beer from Lagunitas Brewing Company out of Petaluma, California and Chicago, Illinois, US of A. Yay, yay! And what beer do we have from them today? We have their Dark Swan, and they say that this is an exceptionally dry hop sour ale. As the name suggests, it's a sour ale. It's a limited / rotating serving o'clocks, and it's 7.9% ABV and 25 IBUs for 2019. Now, this beer has been brewed with dark red wine grapes in the sort of form of Petite Sirah and wild American grapes. That's where the tartness is coming from. And for dry hopping in this, since they say, you know, it's all dry hopped out, they're using Pico, Centennial, and HBC 344, and they claim that the tartness is coming from lactic acid, maybe like lactobacillus, something like that, right? Hell yes, that doesn't funkify your entire brew system. There we go. So I guess maybe it's like kettle sour? I don't know. Whatever. You know what? Sounds pretty damn tasty to me. First of all, before I get into it, thanks a million for Lagunitas for sending this to me, because they are, I guess, apparently my beer benefactor these days. So, time to pop the top on this bad boy, get in the snifter, and tell you what's up with Dark Swan from Lagunitas Brewing Company. Hell yes. Boom, gigantic hiss off the top. Obsessively collectible Lagunitas crown. Actually, the purple one's one of my favorites. Purple and blue. Anywho, enough digressing. You're not surprised. Ooh, tons of cannon smoke still rising to the occasion. There we go. Looks like freaking grape juice or wine going into the glass. Imagine that with grapes in there. So, there we go. Got a nice pour going on. Let's talk about the appearance. It's a clear, I can kind of see my finger, a little bit hazy, but it's a nice garnet glint coming through the glass. It's got a purple colored head of super tightly packed bubbles that when I swirl it, I do suspect we're going to get some nice glass lacing, and we got a good amount of alcohol lake just glowing down on the inside of that glass. Look at that, guys. That is a beautiful looking kind of pink purplish brew in the glass. It's pretty, but it's got to smell good too. So let's dive in for that aroma. Lots and lots of red wine vinous notes. Tart, sweet tarty kind of aroma to it. Dark, fruity, brooding, maybe a little bit of like blackberry kind of smell. Or maybe Concord grape juice. I'm actually getting like a hint of vanilla. I don't know where that's coming from. Maybe that's a combination of the malt that's in here, you know, with the grape juice. Bit of biscuity sweetness. A little bit of earthiness in the background. But tons and tons of sweet, like blueberry, blackberry stuff going on. Smells pretty good. Let's dive in. Thanks a million, Lagunitas. Cheers! That's nice. That berry kind of blackberry, or like, you know, if you go and you get like a 3-berry blend that you're going to put into a smoothie, like say maybe blackberries, raspberries, and blueberries, before you would put any sweetener in there, like before you put in like stevia or anything in that as part of your smoothie, that's what this tastes like. It's got that tart berry thing going on. Really nicely balanced. It's not like, you know, funkified out or anything like that. It just has a tartness. The tartness is that of Greek yogurt, you know, that kind of tang or twang in the back end of your palate. There's enough sweetness to balance that out to make it crazy palatable. 7.9% is completely hidden. 25 IBUs. I don't know if I really get, you know, bitterness out of it, but I guess it's in there balancing things out. The tartness is taking over any bitterness effect that my palate may recognize. Nice fruitiness. Really crushable, a nice starter kind of sour beer. There's in that balsamic vinegar, barnyard funk thing going on. This has got a tartness to it, almost like a Goza would be, or maybe more like a Berliner Weiss, one of that kind of family of sour or tart beers. So, or maybe some of the beers I've had from Duclaw, you know, like what is it? Sour Me This, and their whole pastry arky sour series. That's like that as well. Many beers on the market like this now, because when you use lactic acid, like I said, you don't have to funkify your whole brew with Brett. But let me take one more taste here, and we'll talk about some grades. Nice caramelly, sort of kind of sweet malt mixed with that. It's not really straight on sweet tart. It's that taste of tart berries, which I'm digging it, and I'm not a gigantic sour head. So, let's grade it. At time recording, Beer Advocate is giving Dark Swan 3.88 out of 5. Okay. So we're going like, I'd say high B plus, A minus. And Untapped is giving it 3.6 out of 5. So I'd say for those guys, that's probably like B plus level. I'm going to go 90, A minus. I would drink this again. I would give this to friends who haven't had sour beers or really gone into that kind of zone to drink sour beers. It's a nice hitter at 7.9%, but you don't know the alcohol's there, which is like, you know, a plus these days because sometimes you don't want to just get crushed by a brew. Well, then again, sometimes you do. But it depends on the day now, doesn't it? So, have you had Dark Swan from Lagunitas Brewing Company? If you have, let me know what you know because, you know, they've been putting it out for a few years. I just never got around to reviewing it. Now, if you have, let me know what you know because I like the quid pro quo and the back and forth. I also really like it when you think locally, drink locally, and support the craft beer movement. Witness, I'm doing my part for the cause. Are you doing yours? Get in there, drink that craft beer, and help this whole thing grow into a bigger, even more diverse landscape than it is now. Also, if you could do me a great big favor and rate, comment, subscribe, especially if this is your first time with this, and if you can get around to it, I don't know, maybe consider smashing that like button because that, along with one bottle, especially at 7.9% all, is, you know, probably all I'm going to need, at least for a little while anyway, for me to chill and put my big ass beer drinking Lagunitas action happy face on. So the next day at DJs BrewTube, I got nothing but a bunch of Dark Swan, exceptionally dry hop sour ale. Damn, that's a mouthful. Drinking love for you, and you know what's coming for you by now. Hell yes, that's right, a big ass Petite Sirah!